football from NRG Stadium in Houston. Today, we've got a good Week 5 matchup in store here between the Jacksonville Jaguars and the Houston Texans. And we are underway from NRG Stadium in Houston. And we will not see a run back on the opening kickoff. This will be a touchback. Now ETN to start the drive. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Well, this defense for the Texans, they were terrific a week ago in that victory over Tampa Bay, Charles.
And what keyed their victory? The pass rush. Got to the quarterback 6 times for sacks, and plenty of other turbulence in the pocket for him as well. Hard to throw the ball downfield, but all you're seeing is a post.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. Malik Collins with offensive tackle getting in there for a loss of 5.
2 plays so far. And a pass attempt, and both of them backwards.
Probably not going to do that. Looking for a better play coming up on third. He'll air this one out for Kirk. And this is dropped. Oh, boy. A chance for a big play early, but he could not secure it. That's not the way you want to start. First pass attempt and a first drop on him.
They've got plenty of time to make up for it, but obviously not the way you want to get things started. Got to shake that off and get going.
Only 2 punts for him last week in the loss as he gets this one away. Let's take it inside his own 40. It's a 40-yard punt, 4 yards on the return. And the Texans will take over. Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 43. Now a give to Jacobs running right. And he'll be corralled out across midfield down to the 45. So not a lineman, but the tight end instead this time, drawing the holding call.
And more what you're getting with tight ends are guys who are much more receiver than blocker. They may be willing, but that might not be their thing. Oftentimes, they'll be the ones getting the penalties.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. Hands it off out of the gun. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. These two teams, they met up earlier in the year, back in Week 2. And it was the visiting Texans who came away with a victory. So they'll look to take the season series if they can win here in Houston. First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. Found a little room there as he's up to about the 37.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
Here's Smith to return it. And he'll have this past the 30 prior to going out of bounds. A nice return that time of about 14 yards. And the Jaguars go on offense, 1st down and 10. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands and make the offensive move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
play yet.
That too.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Lawrence. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
Already in the first quarter. Already sacked him once. Didn't get in there and knocked another one away. I think maybe that took a little being wrong. Next defense is like over.
Yes, indeed. That time lucky that the arm was going forward. Incomplete pass. On 3rd down, Lawrence. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. On 1st and 10, it's Etienne. And that play will go nowhere. Losing yardage back near midfield at the 49. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
They try to throw on 2nd down, but this one is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now when these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of him, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
And a pretty nice tackle there, ranging up from his free safety spot as he'll stop him about a yard short. They'll get 10 there, but leaves him just short for 4th down.
I think that we figured when he called it back short of the marker, that the defense almost relaxed and said, we've got this covered. And then all of a sudden, space to run after the catch. And now they're screaming, somebody get him down. Fortunately, they got to him and forced the 4th down.
And this is caught. He hits more. And he is going to have a Jags first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. Just a gain of 3, but they'll certainly take it as they convert on 4th down. So this offense able to convert on 4th, and now a fresh set of downs here. 1st and 10. A give to Etienne running right. Oh, nice move. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. On 1st down, right back to Etienne. Oh, fine work there as he gets this thing down to the 11-yard line. Another nice gain, 13 yards that time, and another first down. A much different second drive here, Charles. They go 3 and out the first time. This time they've been able to sustain something downfield.
And that's what often happens. You get the game started. You know, you have to get your footing underneath you. You have to get used to the flow of the game, the speed of the game. And sometimes that first drive is more of a probing drive. It appears they found something here in the second one.
Now we're 1st and 10 at the 11. And able to get him inside the 5 here, just inside the 5 to about the 4. A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
Someone's looking fresh, and this O-line is definitely licking their chops. Everyone likes to run block. If you're an offensive lineman, nice early burst, nice gain too.
2nd down, ball on the 3, 1st down marker at the 1-yard line. Now Lawrence. And that is caught. Touchdown, Jacksonville. Christian Kirk with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Jaguars are on the board first here this afternoon. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. Well, partner, fast forward with me for a second. Remember, next week they have the open week, so they're going to get some extended rest. Does that change how they manage the rest of this one?
I think it does a little bit, but not by too much, because you're right. You get the extra rest, you get a chance to heal up and kind of do a little bit of a reset for this team. But it's also 7 extra days to think back to the last time you were on the field. So now, a little more importance on what they're getting done because they carry it with them for essentially 2 weeks.
So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Shot 17. Green jack. Blaster 6.
He'll look to throw. He's got his man. It's the tight end, Brevin Jordan. Well, he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. 27 yards there, first down. Jacobs going to try the middle. And nothing much materializing there on the first down run. He'll get a couple, and that's it. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Once again, it's Jacobs. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
Brandon, all things considered, they have to feel pretty good about getting that type of a gain, considering the blitz that they just had against them.
And the Jags with 5 in the secondary now on 3rd down. They're going to look to throw. And that is incomplete. Oh, he had a defender right there with him to force that to the ground. And 4th down now coming up.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
From the 10. And he'll be brought down right on the chalk of the 20. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Well, the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field. Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
Yeah, that's just a solid, good physical run there as he motors for 9 yards.
Good yardage there on first down. Exactly what you want. Get yourself set up to keep making first downs, keep the clock running. And if they're smart, you're starting to milk the clock. No hurry before you run your second down play.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. That time they hit him out of the slot on the drag.
And that route takes some fortitude from the guy running it because he knows he's going through the briar patch, as I like to call it, right? He's trying to work his way through all that traffic, and people wanting to put a little contact on it. Really well done.
Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete.
With a dime looked on defense, 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Complete on the quick throw to Moore. Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown, Jaguars. Elijah Moore, 44 yards. As his guys are able to extend their lead. Extra point attempt to come here. this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away. And he'll just sit on this one as their drive will start at the 25. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going. And they have the game here followed by the open date on their calendar next weekend. And Charles, this is a crew that you have to think really is relishing the opportunity to be on the couch for a few days.
Yeah, they certainly are, but let's face it, partner. They can't get caught looking ahead to that couch time while they're playing this one. They've got to take care of business first.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher 3rd down looming.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Backed up here, tough spot, needing 11 yards to pick up the first. On play action, they'll throw. He's got the hook up to Odell Beckham. And he is going to have a Texans first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
Get ready.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Jordan. He's got room at the 30. And they're going to get this down inside the 15.
That might be exactly what they needed to wake up this home crowd. You have to get the relationship going so far. Never underestimate the effect the home crowd with you can have on a game.
Okay, ready?
So how about this for field position after the big play? Inside the 15 now as they come up on 1st and 10.
Ready?
Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. The defense showing some anger after giving up the big play. This time they'll lose 1 or 2.
Now the field can stay committed to running the football, especially on the early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
Maybe just a slight detour on what's been a strong drive. Here's 2nd and 11. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half.
Ready. Fight, 97. Quick, yellow. 10.
2nd down, Jacobs once more. And he'll fight his way down right around the 12. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean, or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Rail, yellow. Black Ultra. Ready.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. To the end zone, but knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And a second field goal here cuts their deficit to 14-6 now. So the 3 points there, and CD, that helps them inch a bit closer.
Yeah, partner, when you're losing, any points you see go on the board in your favor, you're happy to take them.
Out is the Texans kick team as they'll send this one away. Taken from about the 12. And able to get this across the 20, but not much further as he's dropped it to 23-yard line. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
This one into the hands of Ingram downfield. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down.
Here we go.
They go play action with Lawrence. He'll get this into the hands of Ayuk. And this one's going to go the wrong way. Losing yardage back at the 42. To throw again on second down. Lawrence. And he'll be hit as he releases it. And that'll fall incomplete.
What we're seeing so far is the defense is certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front. The front helping the back. The pressure got hold on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
There, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
Brandon, I just wonder, you think maybe he was worried about where he was on the field? Was he far enough? Was he close enough to the first down sticks?
Absolutely. He was right there by him, and I think he was thinking first down before he caught that football.
Yeah, got to catch it first, because if you don't catch it, there's no chance of picking up a first down.
And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle, and that will extend their lead here to 17-6. Still a little bit of time left here in the second quarter, but they do get 3 before the half and expand that lead.
And they have to be happy about that, and we haven't met a team yet that doesn't put an emphasis on trying to get points on the board in the last 2 minutes of the half. They'll be real excited to have those up on the board.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete.
But no kneeling for them. They decided they weren't going to run out the clock. They decided to take their shot downfield, hoping to either make a connection or a pass interference call. They wanted more points to put on the board.
An incomplete pass leads to 2nd and 10 from the 25. They'll set up to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Tough series for the passing game. Things just aren't clicking. Hoping they can come through on this play and get this series back on track with a completion for enough yardage for a first down.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll drop to throw. He's got a man, complete. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. They'll look to throw again. Looking for Cooks, and it's intercepted. Picked by Emmanuel Mosley. And the Jaguars are going to get the football here as he gets this up to the 38-yard line.
Well, this is something we've seen before, partner. We've seen a defense bait a rookie, pretend to leave a window open, and then the defensive back jumped it as soon as the ball was released. Big-time play. They love taking advantage of the youngsters, and in this case, it paid off well.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And with Lawrence's arm, they may give him a shot to let this thing rip downfield. We'll see. He'll work his way up the middle for a gain of about 4, 2nd down. So we've reached halftime here with the visiting Jaguars out on top. As we'll get you over to Orlando, where standing by is Jonathan Coachman. He has our EA Sports halftime report. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. The Texans down on the scoreboard, but they do get the first crack here as we are back underway in the second half. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
Charles, it'll be interesting to see what adjustments this offense made in the locker room. Haven't really been able to get anything going offensively, virtually nothing in the ground attack either. So certainly something has to change here in quarter 3.
And I'm pretty sure their friends from the defensive side of the ball told them exactly that, because those guys, the stop troops, they've been playing pretty well. They've kept them around in this game. Now they got some time. The running game struggled in the first half. Opposition knows how to focus on defending the pass here. They've got to re-energize that ground game and maybe open things up for a comeback here in this half.
Here's a throw to his running back. It's complete. And now the rookie's free. Touchdown, Houston. Well, Charles, kind of the future of this franchise on display right there. You had a rookie throwing it, a rookie catching it, and taking it into the end zone.
Could you imagine if we were in the owner's box right now and we could look at the front office and see the grins on their faces, to see the present making plays and knowing what the future will bring with these youngsters going out and making big-time moments happen for this team.
Fairbairn good with an extra point, and that'll make it 17-13. The lead cut to just 4 as they kick it away and turn things over to their D. Taken from about the 12. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. But Charles, they still have the lead despite their defense giving up a touchdown on the previous possession. And even though they have that lead, it feels like a back-and-forth ball game where to try to get momentum back, maybe they need at least 3 here on this drive.
I think you're right about that, Brandon, because your game plan doesn't change. I do believe your urgency does because of the last score that went against your team. So what you want to do now is have your own drive and try and make sure that that momentum stays in your camp.
On second down, Etienne once more. Ooh, the juke. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. 86 yards for him on the ground now, as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line.
Caught that look from you there, partner. I think we're on the same page on that one. Just his first catch. I think we both thought he'd be a little more active in the passing game. Let's see if that's the start of them trying to get the ball to him a little bit more here in the second half.
On second down, a run with Etienne. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. Lawrence will throw. He's got the connection to Moore. And he's going to be taken down with another first down as the stop's made at the Texans' 30. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Again, he finds Moore. And he stopped right at the 25 after a gain of 5.
Was that a design pass, or what was that?
It was built into the play call. He had the opportunity to either hand it inside, keep it himself to run it, or do what he just did. Throw that pass inside, hitting the receiver on the run.
From the 25 on second down, Lawrence. His throw incomplete.
Based on the play we just saw there, he might not be the guy you want to challenge in coverage on these all-important snaps. He certainly looks dialed in right now.
And on 4th and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive. Here's Lawrence to throw. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Gibson. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
And in a lot of ways, that catch is expected. Red zone presence, and that one was realized there. You've got to find your tight end in that situation.
Snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And they will score. It's a Jacksonville touchdown. Elijah Moore with his 2nd touchdown of the game and 5th on the year. And they're able to add on to their advantage. Circle that drive because that might be one to remember. Well executed to give them a little cushion.
Well, let's take it into the boxing ring. You talk about them commanding it, keeping the fight where they wanted to, whether it was in the center of the ring or putting them on the ropes because it was jab, jab, jab. And finally, the haymaker to put that drive away.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that pushes the lead up to 11.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. They did what they had to do to start this 3rd quarter. Went down, got the touchdown to cut the lead, but the matching touchdown a moment ago, and we're right back where we started at halftime.
Yeah, you're exactly right, partner. They had a little bounce in their step after scoring that 1st touchdown, but the defense gave one up, and that's the problem right now. Can they get better play from their defense while they continue to score on offense?
They'll break the huddle, come up on 2nd and 8 at the 27-yard line. Counter play with Jacobs, and they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. It's a loss of 4. Now 3rd down.
I think this running game, or should I say lack of one, is making this defense look better than what they really are.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Here's Cameron Johnston now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well.
That's returnable now for Smith.
43 yards on the punt, return of 4. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Lawrence's throw here taken in by Ingram. And they're going to get this down near the 35-yard line.
Usually see those guys out wide get called for holding on running plays. Here, a passing play.
Yeah, sometimes when you get this quick screen, bubble screen, anything where they're having to block for their fellow receiver, usually at the point of attack, and this time he got caught.
Running out of the gun with ETN.
And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
98 yards now for ETN, and he's got a first down.
Most of their damage has been done through the air. I mean, they've rung the bell 3 times with passing touchdowns, but guess what? Ground game has not been neglected. Nice little burst right there.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8.
Let's give a lot of credit to the offensive line. They've been able to move the ball really well on the ground the entire game. And while that wasn't a huge one, that's okay. They'll take them in short, steady bursts.
And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. And he'll go down, and that will do it for the third quarter of action. So both teams trade touchdowns in the third as well.
So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20.
From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. Buying time to his left. And he wisely will throw that one away.
Excellent recognition that none of his receivers were beating coverage and getting open, so he just threw that one away. They'll come back to the huddle, reset, and try something different.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Lawrence. Got a man, that's Ayuk. And they've got this down to about the 12-yard line.
7th play of the drive now as they come up on a 3rd and 3.
Now Lawrence. He's got Ayuk once again.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. A 3rd down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
Here's Lawrence.
And he's got it. Touchdown, Jaguars. A 9-yard touchdown grab.
And the Jaguars look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead is up to 18 now.
Jaguars 31, Texans 13. Logan Cook to kick off for the Jaguars.
After the touchdown, Cook now to kick this one away.
Fair catch. Gain at the 25-yard line. The Texans take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Houston's offense already at the line, set to get going.
And just looking ahead, it would appear that that bye week is coming at the right time. They'll have 2 weeks to chew on this one, though probably not one that they want to chew on. A poor performance from start to finish.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. And the trend continues here in the 4th like it was in the 1st, 2nd, and 3rd. He's had nowhere to run.
And you're probably thinking to yourself, why do they keep feeding him the football? Well, they trust him first and foremost. They do believe that over time he might actually pop one of these runs. But bottom line is he takes care of the ball well for them, so they'll keep handing it to him.
That one, a first down pickup of 8.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. Call it a gain of 4 on first, and that'll make it 2nd down.
The defense thought they had that play covered, but it still got driven backward by those blockers. Those types of plays are a key part of any team's offensive game plan. It all starts up front in the trenches.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And some space here. Now he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35.
49 yards rushing for him in the ball game now on 14 carries.
I think they like this drive a little bit better there, partner. Running game helping out, picking up some of the slack. Because remember, last drive they went 3 and out.
So in Jacksonville territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 34.
And they'll run on the inside handoff. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
This drive is pretty clear. Almost feels like old school fundamentals, doesn't it? Want to impose their will on the defense. Was that 5 straight runs?
Yeah, 5 straight carries to start this drive. And like you said, the way it's working, they may just stick with it.
On the double.
Now 2nd and 8 at the 32-yard line.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And his throw here is going to be incomplete. At this point, down big, you'd have to imagine this defense are just going to sit back, blanket the field as best they can.
Yeah, this is actually the easy part of the game for them because, just as you noted, they can sit back, keep everything in front of them. But they blanketed the field the entire game using a variety of coverages.
Right. Ready?
He'll look to throw.
Open man is Jordan, the tight end.
And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to the 30. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. He's going to puts it on the carpet. It's out. So no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th.
Wow, that ball gets knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. It's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home, the next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14.
He's had success on this drive, but not on this play.
Finally, they blowed up defensively. I think they were determined not to let him take it pretty much all the way down the field.
Yeah, it looks like they handled their run responsibilities correctly this time. When we call them run fits, everyone was in the right place.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports.
Let's go.
2nd and 9. That pass complete to Moore.
Touchdown, Texans. A great play there. His first touchdown on the year.
And the Texans have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th.
Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that'll make this now an 11-point deficit. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
On the return, here comes Smith out of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Jaguars come to the line to start their next drive. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point.
A snap to Lawrence as he taps this forward.
And he'll go down at the 26, following a gain of 6.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the 26, they'll line up on 2nd and 4. That one looks like he'll throw here. Completes it to Evan Ingram. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That one a pickup of 15 for Jacksonville. On 1st down, Lawrence. And he's got the hook up to Moore. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right, then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
The pressure gets to Lawrence, and he'll go down. On 3rd down, Lawrence. And Ingram hauls it in. And he's able to get this to the 40-yard line before he's out of bounds.